Hello and welcome to Doc Wildersport. My name is Carl Koivisto. I'm a board-certified emergency physician with specialized training in sports medicine and wilderness medicine. Today, I'm going to teach you how to stop a nosebleed. Most nosebleeds are caused by a combination of dry air and nasal picking. Yes, you heard me right. Don't pick your nose and you won't bleed. That's not always true. However, it will help. Most nosebleeds come from an area of the nose called the Nosebleed plexus. That is right towards the front of your nose on the septum. The Nosebleed plexus is very easy to put pressure on by just taking your two fingers and clamping towards the front of your nose. You want to make sure you're in the soft spot of the nose. If you go too high, you are going to be unable to compress that area, so you need to be at the front of your nose in the soft cartilage. If you hold this for 20 minutes, most nosebleeds will stop. Another way to make sure that your nosebleed will stop is to squirt 2 squirts of Afrin up each nostril, because sometimes you don't know where it's coming from because you're bleeding so much, and then apply the pressure. Again, hold it for 20 minutes. It should stop. If it has not stopped after 20 minutes, you need to get to the emergency department where we can use more advanced methods to stop it. If you feel like it is difficult to hold pressure for 20 minutes, you can get one of the commercially available nose clamps. Just make sure you're putting it over the soft spot so it compresses the Nosebleed plexus. Otherwise, it won't work. Once you have clamped your nose, during that 20 minutes, try to lead forward. If you are going backwards, that blood can travel down into your stomach, make you nauseous, and make you start vomiting blood, which is never a good thing. In order to increase the pressure, you can also put cotton balls into your nose and squeeze on top of those cotton balls. Cotton balls alone in your nose do not apply enough pressure to stop that nosebleed for a significant nosebleed. It's also important to remember that if your nosebleed is coming from the back of your nose, which a small subset of bleeds do, these methods will not work, and you will have to go to the emergency department to get that nosebleed to stop. If after your nosebleed is stopped, you are feeling lightheaded or feel like you have lost a lot of blood, it's also nice to go into the emergency department to make sure that you did not lose an appreciable amount of blood. People with blood thinners are at higher risk, and people with clotting disorders are also at higher risk of having a significant nosebleed. If you do not feel like dry air or nasal picking is contributing to your nosebleed, it is also important to go to your doctor and get nosebleeds checked out, as there are serious reasons why nosebleeds can start other than dry air and picking your nose. After you have stopped your nosebleed, there are several methods to make sure that it does not come back. Number one, you can put Vaseline in your nose along that Nosebleed plexus, a little swipe on each side each night before you go to bed. The other is use a humidifier in your home or near your bed. And lastly, you can use a nasal saline spray. Thank you for watching another episode of Doc Wildersport.